the anonymous writer who was never caught. In the late 1970s, people living in the small town of Circleville, Ohio began receiving strange, anonymous letters in the mail. The letters weren't random. They accused specific people of affairs, corruption, and crimes details so personal that the writer had to be someone local. One of the first targets was a school bus driver named Mary Gillespie. The letters accused her of having an affair with a school superintendent and demanded she end it. Mary denied everything and ignored the letters. Soon after, her husband Ron received one of his own, threatening that something would happen if the affair didn't stop. In August 1977, Ron Gillespie died in a single-car crash after his vehicle struck a tree. At first, the death was ruled accidental, but toxicology reports later showed alcohol in his system, despite family members insisting he wasn't drunk. Some believe he was forced, off the road or intentionally, crashed after being confronted. The letters continued. Teachers, police officers, and local officials were all targeted. Some letters were delivered by mail, others were hand-delivered to homes. The writer claimed to be watching people and threatened children by name. One day, the Circleville sheriff received a letter warning him about a hidden gun trap near a school bus route. When police investigated, they discovered a loaded firearm tied to a tree, rigged to fire if a string was pulled. The gun was traced to a man named Paul Freshour, Mary Gillespie's brother-in-law. Freshour denied involvement, saying someone was framing him. Despite the lack of physical evidence tying him to the letters, he was convicted and sentenced to prison. He maintained his innocence the entire time. Here's where the case becomes even stranger. The letters didn't stop. Even while Freshour was incarcerated, new letters continued to arrive in Circleville. Some even mocked the police for arresting the wrong person. Handwriting analysis never conclusively matched Freshour to the letters, and no one else was ever charged. Freshour was eventually released on parole, but the identity of the Circleville letter writer has never been proven. No confession was made. No explanation was ever found for how the writer knew such personal information, or how the letters continued after the prime suspect was behind bars. To this day, the Circleville letters remain one of the most disturbing unsolved cases in American history, not because of what was written, but because whoever wrote them was never caught and may still be unknown.